I think what we're starting to get a real sense of now is what led up to the anger the couple feel about the way they were handled and treated by both the press and the palace and the relationship between the two. We sort of start episode 4 on the fallout from their wedding, how everything was going brilliantly, their first royal tour in Australia in October 2018. And they were so popular at that point with the public that members inside the palace started to feel threatened. And that's where we heard Harry talking about how their popularity came at a price to other members of the royal family. And that's when these negative stories, these negative headlines started to emerge, be it things like the way Meghan would hold her baby bump compared to how Kate held hers, or whether the similar style of dress they were wearing was compared favourably to Kate but negatively to Meghan. Harry speaks about how there was this dirty game of constant briefing, this weird acceptance, he says, of leaking and planting, how you'd get one member of the same comms team having had a negative story about one of their principals, one of their members of the royal family, then turning to the media and trading negative information about someone else's member of the royal family. He said they'd seen this trading in their father's office and that him and William had made this agreement they would never do the same. And this is where Harry gets very personal, I think, with Prince William for the first time. He then goes on to say to see his brother's office copy the very same thing that they'd promised the two of us would never do. He said it was heartbreaking, and as he thinks William's office started to negatively brief against him. There's also a lot of detail about the leaking of that letter Meghan wrote to her father, Thomas Markle. A big court case followed that. Harry makes it very clear he believes that Meghan's miscarriage was caused by the negative press coverage at the time, that the pressure that caused directly related and had the impact of her having that miscarriage. So lots of big revelations here. No comment at the moment from the palace, though.